Appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
I know you're commanded to be here based on the disciplinary complaint, so.
Sorry I have to meet under these circumstances. I just really want to sincerely apologize to the MGM, to my bosses at the UFC, Dana and Lorenzo, to my fans, to Daniel's fans, to you guys, to the commission, to all the sports I represent, the Muay Thai community, the Jiu-Jitsu community, the wrestling community, the boxing community. I made us all look bad. And so moments like this is, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me. And I realize that will come with consequences. And as a man, I sit here to accept them.
As a commissioner, I appreciate your words and your comments and understanding and accepting responsibility for the actions of that day.
Explain to me what your thought process was, what your mindset was when you were on that stage.
You know, leading up to a fight, there's a lot of mental warfare that goes into it. And when you have two very elite athletes like Daniel and myself, guys who have never lost, we're both top competitors. We both know how to, I would say, maybe win these mental games that go into winning fights before the fight's actually happening. So when you get your throat touched like that, for me to not respond, I felt as if it could have possibly given him some type of confidence that wasn't necessarily necessary. So I kind of had to show him that I am champion and that I'm a winner and that I am the aggressor. And that's the attitude that I think has allowed me to be able to achieve what I've done today.
It's my understanding that you acknowledged what you did was wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're here to face responsibility for what you did.
Yes, ma'am.
You've had a chance to think this through. The stare down is an important part. Everybody loves it. But what do you suggest for yourself and others to do differently for future weigh-in?
Just to give him his distance. Just to give him his distance. You know, not even look at him. There's been lots of times I haven't looked my opponents in the eyes doing stare downs. And he was able to bring out direct eye contact in the forehead.
Yeah.
Last thing I can say is that, you know, I've definitely learned a lot from this experience. And I can guarantee you guys sincerely that this would never happen again.
As the punishment for this, this infraction is that we would not suspend the athlete, but that we would fine him $50,000. In addition, we would require 40 hours of community service to a charitable activity or charitable organizations or a mix of charitable organizations within the Las Vegas community. That during that time frame that the athlete would interact, whether it be with the children or the participants or those that are involved in those organizations, and that he would advance a message of basically a kind of an anti-bullying message, something that's very prevalent within our social culture at this point in time to try to stamp out. And that his time then would be verified by the organization itself, and that verification would be supplied to us, and it would be a condition for us issuing him a license to fight in our jurisdiction again, that these items be performed and discharged prior to allowing him a license to fight.
I think that is beautiful, and I second it.
Got a motion by Commissioner Lumbaugh and a second by Commissioner Marnell. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing now, move into a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you, Commissioner Lumbaugh. Mr. Jones, you've heard our wishes. I hope that we can work with you to ensure that you fulfill them.
Awesome. Thank
Best
you
of
guys
luck.
so much
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you.
I do take full responsibility for that, starting that pushing him, and it was a reaction to him actually putting his head on mine. Obviously, the whole altercation, it's viewed badly. You know, I've apologized a number of times to my family, to the UFC. I haven't been in front of you guys, so I'd like to apologize to the commission, the MGM Grand. I am sorry for my part in the action. I am.
So let's say that you've got a face-off and it's not Jon Jones, it's somebody else, and they put their forehead on yours. What are you going to do?
I mean, I have to be more responsible. I have to be more responsible leading into the the face-off, and even when the face-off may happen. I cannot put my hands on an opponent.
I appreciate that response, Mr. Cormier.
Thank you.
I would move that we find that liability has been found against Mr. Cormier, and that the penalty for the liability that has been established is a requirement that he pay the $9,000 as a fine. That $9,000 would need to be payable at the time of his next fight within this jurisdiction. That he be required to perform 20 hours of community service, and that community service would be in his own hometown, that we need to have a log of that performance of community service with verification then by the agency for which that he would be performing it, that the tasks that he would undertake then during that community service is trying to send a message, whether it be to other participants or children, of an anti-bullying message, and that all of this is reported to us as a condition of his next license to fight.
I second that.
It's been a motion, as stated by Commissioner Lundvall, with a second by Commissioner.
Great. Oh, the gray-haired guy.
I was going to call Commissioner
Haven't
Anthony.
seen- Oh,
Commissioner Marnell.
That's fine.
It's actually Mr. Anthony, young and old.
As long as you get one of them right.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Hi.
All those opposed, please say nay.
It's a little early for a senior moment.
Motion passes unanimously. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll now move.
Good luck to you. Good luck with your
Say Anthony, I'm
kids.
like, that's not it.